Hello everybody, my name is Natasha B. Today is on my interview experience. So a week ago I got an email from Oxford University and they were offering me an interview, which is really exciting. So I'm hoping to study experimental psychology, so that's the dream. So I thought it was like one step closer to that. So anyway, I'm going to talk about how I'm feeling, preparation that I've been doing, and the outfits that I'm going to be wearing whilst I'm down there. First of all, I think every Oxbridge possible kind of candidate needs this. It's quite a good book. It talks basically about quite a few different questions that could be asked during your interview. What I did, instead of basically copying or like reading the answers and basically learning them, just take the questions and then answer them myself. So I would perhaps go online and do some research or read some books to gain my knowledge about that question instead of reading it out of the book. Know that they want to know what you enjoy in psychology or what you like about your subject, and also just your basic skills like being able to be flexible and evaluate arguments and things like that. So anyway, but I think you should definitely get it just because it has those questions in it, or even just go to the library and get a copy and then just write the questions down, because then you don't have to buy it. How I've been preparing, so I've been preparing for about 2 weeks. I'm on a gap year at the moment, so I have a little bit more time, but I'm actually got a job, so I can't actually always do work for the Oxford interview. But because you find out only a week before, you don't really have that much notice. So this week I've actually been doing a bit more prep and making notes and things like that. So this is basically my notebook, and as you can see it's got a lot of scribbles on the outside, and that's just because I've written down quotes in the books that I find quite interesting. Creativity 101 by James C. Kaufman. And that's because I'm interested in cognitive psychology, in particular creativity, and how it's associated with mental illness. So that's what I've been reading this. It's part of my project idea, which is basically investigating psychological disorders in famous artists. So this has really helped me understand the basics of creativity, and also a few studies that have been done on this link between mental illness and creativity, and whether there is even a link there. So yeah, this book's amazing, and it's quite an easy read as well. So, and I've also this book called The Most Human, and wow, like it's such a great book. I picked it up thinking, oh, it's going to be all computer science, but then it's really philosophical, and it's actually got a lot of psychology, and it's basically just to do with how humans communicate, what differentiates us from a computer. And yeah, so it's basically a bit about philosophy questions such as, do humans have a soul, and will computers one day be just like humans? And it's based upon this Turing test that the man Brian Christian won the Most Human award when he took the Turing test. But yeah, it's a great book. But even if you're not studying psychology, philosophy, linguistics, computer science, it's just a great book to read. But anyway, so these are 2 books that I'm really focusing on. I've done a lot of research previously on my project, and I've also been watching tons of videos on YouTube. I think the best thing to do when you're preparing for an interview is just think about what certain areas of your subject do you really enjoy and do you want to know more about. And for me that was psychopathology, and also was cognitive processes. But yeah, it can be anything that you're interested in, but as long as you just read a few books and you write notes and kind of have your own ideas about those the ideas are in the book, then yeah, I think that hopefully I'll be okay today, but tomorrow in my interview, because yeah. Additionally, I've got a folder of basically all the general questions I could get asked. Can't even see it there, but it's things like, why do you apply to Oxford? So obviously doing my research, I made sure that I actually wanted to be at Oxford, because obviously it's a very prestigious university, but that wasn't really what attracted me. I actually love the course and statistics, and it's really scientific. And also just the other things like the collegiate system and the tutorial system. So I think before applying, you really need to know why you actually want to go there. Like, you can't just say, oh, it's pretty and it's prestigious. You have to have reasons, like, you know, the study, the course, the way of life is completely different from what I've heard. So yeah, and then also things just like, why do you want to study your subject, which really is just should be just second nature, to be honest, but it's just good to make these notes just because then I can go over it right before the interview. But I've also made psychology specific notes that could basically be asked based on my personal statement. I'm going to make another video on my personal statement and how to write a personal statement. I'm going to just go through my outfits now and what I'm going to be wearing and just give you ideas of what you could wear if you go to an interview. I'm actually going for the really smart casual look, rather be comfortable. I just think wearing something that really portrays me, because at the end of the day I love colour, I love shapes and patterns, so I thought, why wear black or white? Like, why? Like, just wear what you feel comfortable in. And for me, that is colourful clothes, as you can probably tell. So I'm just gonna get my outfits now. Got some daisy pants, so even when I'm sleeping, I really like patterns. And a Bob Marley t-shirt as well. Right, so these are my shoes that I'm wearing for my interview. And these are the shoes that I'm wearing when I go down. I really like them because I love tartan. The clothes I'm wearing for my interview, I'm going to be wearing this, and this is from H&M, and it's beautiful and I love it. It's one of my favourite things to wear. Skirt, which is from Urban Outfitters. I'm also going to be wearing this because it is my good luck necklace. It has actually a ribbon, and I think I found it in my room somewhere, but I just love it. I just love green. My second outfit for Tuesday, which I could have an interview or not, depends how many I get, but either way I want to look nice, is this dress, which has lovely flowers on it, and I think I got it for £2 from a charity shop. I get most of the clothes from charity shops, to be honest, because it's cheaper, it's usually bespoke, usually a bit older, not really like all this modern clothes, and also you contribute to charity, so it's great. And I got this jumper as well because it's probably going to be a bit cold because it's snowing outside today. So this is the jumper, and I got this from Vintage sale, which again was pretty cheap. So I'm not really wearing anything that's like too fancy. I'm just wearing stuff that I would usually wear if I was going to like a smart kind of slash casual do or something. Yeah, so basically what I'm taking with me is clothes and 2 books and my folder with all my questions, my 50 questions that I prepared. I feel like I could have done more preparation, but at the end of the day they'll know if I'm ready, if I'm right for the course. But yeah, so I have actually already got my grades. I ended up getting A*AA, so I think that was a good thing. But we'll just have to see what happens. It's going to be a great experience anyway, going down and being able to, you know, stay in one, especially around Christmas. Might go to the Christmas market, so I'll probably get some photographs of that. But if you have any questions, even about A-levels, I took biology, chemistry and psychology, so if you have any questions with like A-level tips, I'm here. Or even just the whole Oxford thing, or if you're into psychology, maybe you're curious about which universities to apply to, so I can give you advice about the universities that I apply to. Thank you for listening, and I'll be here with more videos soon.